Hey, what's up world? This is Ian. Happy New Year. 2019 is here, and I thought I'd take some time and do a quick video for you guys, right? I know I've been gone a long time, but guys, in 2019, your boy is coming back. You know, crypto retirement was nice. You know, 2017 going into the beginning of 2018, we had a nice bull run. Everybody was on the moon, right? Unfortunately, not everybody was on the moon, right? Some people bought the top. But anyway, 2018 was a year for growth, right? Crypto market got a lot of exposure, but then towards the end, pretty much the rest of 2018, after January, February, it was a decline, right? Prices are down over 90%. Everything is getting wrecked, right? And people keep saying, when's the bottom, right? When is capitulation, right? And guys, you know what? I think we're almost there, right? I mean, I'm definitely not trying to predict the future, not financial advice. Get a financial advisor, right? But I'm starting to feel it, right? And I think this quote by former president of the US, Ronald Reagan, sums it up best, right? It goes like this: recession is when your neighbor loses his job. Depression is when you lose yours. And recovery is when Jimmy Carter loses his, right? Jimmy Carter was the president, I think, before Reagan, right? But to kind of put that quote in perspective, what does that mean, right? Because we keep on hearing bear market, bear market, bear market, right? But not everybody has been impacted by it, right? But now I'm seeing even the major players start to get impacted by this, right? And who exactly am I talking about? I'm talking about exchanges, right? So for those who don't know, exchanges are the biggest cash cows in crypto. They're the banks, right? Just like in regular business, right? Banks make a ton of money. They make a killing, right? Almost any big event you go to is being sponsored by a bank. If you go anywhere in the world, the biggest building in the city is usually owned by a bank, right? Banks are cash kings. Then same thing in crypto. Cryptocurrency exchanges are the new banks, right? The Binances, the OKXs, the KuCoins, all these big exchanges, they're the cash cows, right? So, but now in early 2019, all these companies now are starting to lay off employees, is starting to decrease, right? And this is just from private conversations I've been having with lots of other platforms out there, and they're also starting to feel the pinch, right? Now, when they start to feel the pinch, I mean, we have really basically hit bottom, right? Not financial advice, right? And one example is, there was this article I just shared recently in my alerts channel. It comes from Shapeshift, right? A Swiss crypto exchange lays off 1/3 of its staff. 1/3 of its staff, of its employees, have been laid off, right? That's 37 employees they had to reduce, right? And that goes to show you, not just them, right? But I know some other companies who haven't really gone public with it, right? But I mean, everybody is feeling the pinch, not just retail investors, everybody. I mean, even funds. I know people who raised funds who had crypto funds in 2017, 2018, and now those funds, there's no way to recovery. They're like, it's an automatic L for life, right? So they have to basically raise new funds. They have to ditch those old funds and raise new funds, right? And now the exchanges and other very infrastructure or very, I would say, first tier businesses in crypto are also feeling the pinch, right? Not just ICOs, right? So I think it comes to a point where all of us, we have to kind of get back into what got us to where we are towards the end of 2017 and the beginning of 2018, right? Myself included, guys. I mean, I'll be real with you, right? 2018 was kind of a vacation for me, right? I quit my 9-to-5 job from IBM. I was traveling the world. You know, I was doing some business here and there with the world tour, right? But to me, it was really a way to kind of see all the culture in the world while building my network, right? But now, 2019, for those who don't know, I'm now here based in Miami, Florida. Guys, if you're coming to Bitcoin Miami, I will be here. Hit me up. I'm planning to organize a meetup as well. Then after that, I'll be flying to Davos, Switzerland, trying to lobby for crypto, taking crypto to the moon with presidents. Maybe I'll pull up on Donald Trump and say, hey, you know what? Take away all those taxes for crypto. But anyway, guys, 2019 is the time to go back to putting in the work, right? I recall in 2017 when I was still working at IBM, and I was putting in like I would barely sleep. You guys know me, I would barely sleep in 2017. I was doing live streams at like 2 to like 4 a.m., sleep, wake up at like 7 a.m., go to work, then do a live stream at like 10 a.m., right? And I'm here to say, guys, it's time to get back to those days, right? I have lots of big news coming up for 2019, lots of stuff I'm working on. I can't disclose it publicly yet, but guys, big news is coming. Right, what I can disclose though is I'm working on a book, right? The book has started, right? So stay tuned, guys. It's still very early stages, right? But working with a New York Times best-selling writer, right? So you know it's going to be fire, right? And this is going to be just more of a story of the ups and downs I've gone through in my life, right? Even before crypto and then crypto as well, right? With the hack, all this other stuff, making the million, losing it, making it back again, right? It's going to be a comeback story, right? And who knows, maybe even turn this to a movie, right? But guys, 2019 is going to be a hell of a year, right? And people are asking me, Ian, what's your New Year's resolution? And I used to do very elaborate action plans for each year. But to me, really, each year, right, the way I've kind of, I guess, achieved success so early, right, which is relative, but I'm 30 years old, has been to always just have a better year than the year prior, right? So have a better year than last year. If you do that every year, after 10 years, you'll be crushing it, right? So each year, basically, you have to level up. You have to raise the bar, right? If you're playing in the minor leagues, you got to go to the major leagues, right? If you're in the major leagues and you're playing and you're on the bench, you have to become a starter the next year. If you're a starter, the next year you have to become an all-star. If you're an all-star, the next year you have to become an MVP, right? So it's time for me to get back into the work, right? I love you guys. This is just a quick video. I wanted to put it out there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, right? If you guys think we're still in the bear market, right? My perspective is I think we're basically bottoming out, and I think we're probably going to be going sideways. But for perspective, I'm planning for the worst, right? Because I believe if you plan for the worst case, you'll always be Gucci, right? Kind of like the Black Swan, right? The book by Nassim Taleb. If you plan for Black Swan events, they can't really affect you if you plan for them, expecting them to possibly occur, right? Because all comes down to probability, right? So for me, right, the worst case I think is all of 2019 is going to be a bear market. Worst case, right? And we may not see sunshine, guys, until summer 2020, right? Looking at the Bitcoin halving and also looking at the time frame for the last bear market, right? So imagine it takes 2 years until we're back to just being afloat, right? So that means every move we're making in 2019, we have to have that perspective. I mean, if the bull market comes in 2 to 3 months, hallelujah, right? But we have to plan that it may not come this year at all. So whatever expenses we have, we got to minimize that. Whatever moves we're making, we got to be hungrier. Right? I think right now is really the time now's a land grab, as my friend Felix Hartman says, right? Now's a land grab, right? Because there's less competition, guys. You go to conferences, all the people you're trying to meet, right? It's not as competitive as it was before, all right? It's because not everybody and their family and mom and dad is trying to make money on crypto now, right? Because like, oh, crypto died, right? Probably at your family dinners, nobody wanted to talk about crypto, right? Or if you were that crypto guy or girl, you definitely didn't want to bring it up, right? So I think now is really where the builders build, right? In solitude. Then when people come, they'll be buying the top from us, right? So stay strong, guys, and I'll see you on the moon and a Lambo.